Previously on Who's There, a Doctor Who podcast, the Series 3 finale gets looked at under a magnifying glass. Crispy and Troy debate how effective the Lazarus experiment is in exploring themes of death, and this 173-long episode podcast nearly shuts down over an argument about some Daleks in New York. Crispy, are you ready to debate Series 4 of Doctor Who?
Oh, you know it.
And if we argue anymore, it's going to be high action, it's going to be octane, it's going to be great fun. But I'm going to be honest, this is an incredible series. There's going to be a lot of praising and probably a little bit of glazing. But that's what we expect with Series 4. Ladies and gentlemen, roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to Who's There, a Doctor Who podcast. My name is Troy, his name is Crispy, and we are the hotline that accept your calls from anywhere in time and space. And it's the end of a 3-part series, but also like the 4th entry in a series that's going to be going on for a while. As we finish our David Tennant Doctor Who series ranking. Well, his first era anyway. Crispy, how are you doing on this fine day?
I'm chilling, thrilling, billing, and milling
Grilling?
for a good time.
Oh, good man. I'm glad to hear it. I'm really glad to hear it. It's been so long since I've seen you. I can't believe it.
It's been mere minutes.
Yeah, it's been about 120 seconds.
To be honest, we didn't stop the call, so we actually haven't stopped seeing each other
I was
since
saying that
last
the
week.
recording is just ongoing. We're 58 minutes into the recording, so yeah, sure. Crispy, I've got a Doctor Who thing I want to show you that I wanted to save for an episode where I wasn't talking about B&M sets or K-pop demon hunters. Do you want to see it?
What other Doctor Who thing do you have?
Oh, well, you're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe this, okay?
Is it Peter Capaldi?
Are you? Can I pretend to call you Ken?
Oh.
Hi, Ken.
Hi, Barbie. Oh, you got the Ruby Sunday.
I got the Ruby Sunday Barbie doll.
Wowee.
Which I need to unbox and fix because for some reason, as you can see, her top is just... It looks like a bikini. I don't know what happened. You can just see her stomach. And I don't think it's meant to be like that. Do you see that?
No, I genuinely can't.
Oh,
Maybe it's supposed to be like that. There's shirts
the
that fit
Ruby
like
Sunday
that.
Barbie. Because I am 26 years of age and got my first
you bought
Barbie.
A Barbie.
I bought
and
a Barbie.
You didn't get Shooty?
I did, but for some reason he's not shipped yet. So all we got is Ruby
the
right
Shooty
now.
ship.
Shooty is not shipped.
I see.
I'm waiting
cool.
for the Shooty ship to sail into Liverpool.
That's crazy. That is.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you. I'm very happy
That
for
was
you.
cool, man. You know, you ever come over here? I can show you all this cool merch. Maybe I'll let you have some of it if you're really nice to me.
I'll just steal it, mate.
You will not steal it. I don't
I'll
think
just
so.
steal it.
You're already under high alert, mate. After your performance last episode, after you tried to tell me Daleks in Manhattan was C tier.
And if you read all the comments, people are fuming that we put it in B tier.
No, they're not. They're more questioning why Love and Monsters is still in A tier. I feel
everyone's probably mad at that. We're talking about comments that haven't been written yet, but we can predict that.
Do you remember how I said last week that the first part hadn't come out? Well, we're still recording this right after, so the first part still hasn't come out.
This could be our most hated series of content ever, and we wouldn't know.
We're getting ahead of it a little bit, so we can have a couple of weeks off, all right? We just want to have a bit of a pause, but we didn't want to pause the podcast. Fun fact, I'm gonna share something behind the scenes. I was talking to Crispy for a little bit about whether we should give this podcast a break for a little bit. I was like, maybe we should while Doctor Who's not going on, and we just both kind of went at one point, we're not doing it. We put a call out at one point. It was funny to test something. We both just went, we're not giving this up. We just kind of knew. We kind of knew. We treasure this podcast a lot.
But if you see a couple bulk recordings or we record two, that's why. That's why we've been doing. We're genuinely doing weekly for a while.
Yeah, just because we love the podcast doesn't mean we love each other constantly and we need some time away. I can't stand this guy sometimes.
Well.
You know what I can stand?
Yeah.
Doctor Who, mate. I like Doctor Who.
Oh, what a show!
Ladies and gentlemen,
show.
You can now see on the screen, Apple Podcast listeners, the joke is back again. You can now see on the screen our Doctor Who David Tennant era tier list. As a brief recap for you, we currently have 10 episodes in S tier, 8 in A tier, 7 in B tier, 2 in C tier, and 1 in D tier. But today's is the bumper finale, because we have not only got the Christmas special Voyage of the Damned, we've not only got Series 4, we have then got the Christmas special The Next Doctor, and then
we're going to have to fly through
the rest of the specials. We are going to be bashing through these, but I'm going to be honest, I think a particular tier of this tier list is going to be getting some bloating, like it wasn't already. I think there's going to be, as I said in the intro, some praising and glazing.
Some praising and glazing.
Although glazing, isn't that more like really hyping up something over to like more than it deserves?
It's not even.
It's not glazing in Series 4's case. It is just praising. It's just stating facts.
Do you have a favorite Krispy Kreme donut?
That's a good question that I don't have an answer for. I like
the original glaze. Genuinely.
Well, the basic donut with nothing on it.
It's like it might be the perfect donut.
I back that.
Don't you think? I don't know.
I like the basic chocolate sprinkles one. I really like that.
You
Strawberries
can't go wrong with your basics. I like it when it doesn't get too fancy.
Yeah, but when you've got 5 toppings on it, I'm thinking, what are you doing, fella? It's like a pizza. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
You put pineapple on it. The next thing it has is it goes in the bin.
Yeah, this is where we disagree now. My love of Supreme
Comments of the week.
Pizza.
Does pineapple belong on pizza, folks? Let us know in the comments.
1,000 comments later.
That's how we get engagement, mate. That's how it works. Comments for the podcast. Do it now.
So you're a pepperoni boy, though. You like a pepperoni.
I am the biggest pepperoni boy there's ever pepperonied.
Yeah. I like Supreme for me is like perfection.
That's a clothing brand, sir. We're talking pizzas here.
Okay.
But really, we shouldn't be talking about either of them. It's Doctor Who. Okay,
yeah, we're gonna
talking
go
about David Tennant. DT. Okay.
All right. This is Ant. Hello, Ant.
Oh, calls. Okay, let's go.
Hello, Frank Crispy. Ant here from Troy's audience. So the 10th Doctor, David Tennant. My favourite episode has got to be when he ate Troy's face on national television. Okay, just joking. But first I want to give a quick shout out to Gridlock for being my first episode. But my favourite episode, I think, is Voyage of the Damned. It encumbers everything the Doctor should be, trying to save everyone even if they don't deserve it. And plus the goat Wilford Mock. Anyway, bye.
And can we get a bonus entry on the tier list for Limitless Win? Can we make that happen?
Limitless Win entry.
Yeah. put it in double S tier. Okay. And dude, you're my new favourite caller. You're the caller of the week. That's it. You get the prize.
Congratulations.
Caller of the week. You know, Crispy, I have said this on the podcast many a time. Voyage of the Damned is the best festive special Doctor Who has ever had. And I don't care what debates you make on it.
But
I don't care how much you praise Christmas Carol as much as you're right to do so. I fully get it. I do. This is the perfect Doctor Who Christmas special. I will watch this till Kingdom Come. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
And a lot of people did. Like 12 million people did.
It's the most watched episode of Doctor Who, live broadcast ever. I'm pretty sure 14 million it had.
I think City of Death might have beat it. I think.
Okay, Modern Who at the very least.
Modern Who, yes.
Let's do a quick Google. Most watched episodes.
Troy, last week I mentioned Rogue Trade as being a big part of why I love the sound of drums. Because there's an Aussie band. And Voyage of the Damned has one of the best acts to ever come out of Australia, Kylie Minogue. In quite a sensational acting performance, dare I say. I feel like
she was phenomenal. Genuinely had me sad that we didn't get more of her from the way that Astrid was written out of it.
Yeah, and kind of continues the narrative that pop stars make good Doctor Who companions?
Crazy.
Question mark?
Miss Piper and Miss Minogue, both proving it.
Both proving it. So where do you want to put this in S?
S tier. We're not having a fight. We're not doing it. Put it in S tier.
Okay. All right. Fine. We'll.
That one. I'm sorry. This is a 2-man podcast. We debate. We'll discuss the best option.
That's insane.
That one's not being debated. Sorry.
That's crazy. I would have happily put it.
If I have to cash in my nostalgia pick, that's my cash in. That right there. That's it. That's the one. I get a free pass. You should be getting a free pass every week as well, mate. You should. Maybe you get the nostalgia picks for Matt
Series
Smith.
6. I'm saving them all up for Series 6.
You use them for Matt Smith. Google has told me that some of the most popular episodes of Doctor Who include The Next Doctor had 13.1 million views.
Next Doctor was huge.
Voyage of the Damned had 13.31 million, but the top one, as you said, is the 1979 serial City of Death that reached 16.1 million viewers for its final part, making it the highest rated single episode in the show's history. There you go.
You got to watch that one too.
Really should.
It feels like Moffat before Moffat. It's so weird.
Really?
Like it feels like a Moffat script. I was so shocked by it. It was weird. And the location stuff is gorgeous. It's really nice. Okay,
Crispy?
let's get into it. Series 4. Let's go.
Here.
Let's go. What do you want to do?
Where do you want to begin?
Right at the start. I say.
Right at the start, partners in crime. Okay.
Yeah.
Where's this one going?
I'm going high A.
High A.
High A-ish.
You don't want to put it in S?
Nah, I can't. I can't,
This is the episode
Troy.
where Crispy breaks down from how many S placements I'm going to suggest.
I know. I think
I'll back a high A. I will absolutely back a high A.
It's the funniest episode of Doctor Who. It will never.
Yes.
I genuinely think I can't think of another episode that has made me laugh as much as Partners in Crime. It feels like a buddy cop movie. I don't know. It's incredibly funny. The way in which they bring Catherine Tate back and humanize her a little bit more. We get to grow the relationship with her family. We get to have Wilf back from the Voyage of the Damned, and the way that you can kind of see what her life was like after having met the Doctor. It works perfectly. She got curious. She traveled, and then started investigating. And I like that there are two separate investigations, which makes their reunion, like on that staircase, I think, is a very powerful scene. I think it's a great story, very funny story, but I think the humor, it just I don't know. I feel like I can't. It's so funny that it doesn't feel like it's like one of the greatest Doctor Who's. It's just so unbelievably enjoyable.
Does it sound to anyone else like he's trying to put this in S tier without realising?
Stop. Stop.
I so doubt into thy mind, you will be doubted of yourself. That's not English.
I just can't. An episode with the adipose can't go in the S tier, right?
Yeah, but it's a big fat episode.
Yeah.
I'll take a higher.
There's a lot to chew on. Okay, here we go. But where?
Put it at the top. Do it. Spend the last of the time, Lords.
I'm having a real hard time putting everything in A tier, like above School Reunion.
Okay, I'm sure you'll get over it.
Oh, what the heck? Oh.
I would put School Reunion higher, but we've talked about this. For me, the big thing that makes that episode great is Elizabeth Sladen. Plot-wise, that episode is not incredible.
You're right. Yep. Thank you, Troy. Bringing me back down to reality.
What's your profanity? Oh, there goes gravity.
What's your profanity?
What's your profanity?
Okay. Oh, we got some choices to. Let's hear from Felix from Glom. Hello.
I think Planet of the Ood is one of the most emotional and spiritual episodes of Doctor Who. I think it's really touching and really, really serious and dark in a way that the show doesn't really go for very often. I think the body horror transformation into an Ood is really scary. And I think that the Ood brain has like a cosmic horror element, which I find really satisfying.
I get the feeling Felix from Clom's a horror fan.
Oods. Are you a horror fan?
I like how your response was just Oods.
Oods. Oods.
Yeah, I like me a good horror. I watched Weapons in the cinema the other day. That was pretty good.
Oh, and what did you think?
I liked it. I thought the ending was a bit abrupt. I was kind of jarred at like how quickly that wrapped up, but it was a really fun film.
I'm so impressed. The pipeline from the great. I mean, it was supposed to be Pedro, but
was he?
Yeah. But then he couldn't do it. That was instead of Josh Brolin's character, and then the lady was supposed to be someone else as well. They had a big recast, but apparently that movie was one of the most expensive scripts ever bought, like treatments.
Blimey.
I'm pretty sure it sold for like $38 million, and then Jordan Peele, who did like Get Out and all of that,
heard about this.
He like fired some of his team because they couldn't get the script.
Yeah, they were trying to auction for it. They lost it, and he was like, right.
Yeah, they lost it to Universal.
Binned off a chunk of his team. Crazy. Well, listen, it's Julia Garner's summer. Between Fantastic Four and Weapons, she's having a great time.
I mean, imagine that. Imagine if Pedro was in Weapons, then it would have been back-to-back releases with both of them in it.
I herald 17 children.
Yeah, but I mean, that very
sounds
much...
wild out of context. That is a reference to the film, by the way.
That's a reference to the film and not Troy's life. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah. No, I really enjoyed Weapons. So Weapons, you're going A tier. You're going A tier.
I'll back that. We should have waited one more episode. We could have stayed in order even. Planet of the Ood. I like a good transformation. I said this. I'm making this clear through this series. I think this is an A tier. I don't know if I put this in S.
I'm not going to put it in S at all. Or A. I'm going...
Not in A?
King of the Bees. King of the Bees.
No, that's Unicorn
Yeah.
and the Wasp, mate.
No, but you see, that's my nostalgia play.
No, I meant bees, wasp.
Oh, Troy, you
Get
sly
those
son of a gun.
tier lists in order. Okay, high B. So you're saying that you would rank Planet of the Ood below The Runaway Bride and Rise of the Cybermen, but above
Yeah.
The Age of Steel and Tooth and Claw?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
Why?
go on, fine. Before I change my mind, go on, fine.
I'm
Some really dark
I
themes,
think,
though. Felix is right. The themes of slavery are like, I think,
Oh,
quite
yeah,
well
it's-
handled. Especially the moment from Donna of like her fighting back at helping. You know, they're born with their brains in their hands. Can't you see that makes them peaceful? Like, you know,
Yeah.
there's a really
No, it's
good,
dark. It's
yeah,
very
there's
dark.
some good stuff there.
It's a dark episode.
And I like seeing more of the Ood. I like seeing a creature that was kind of, you know, played a big part in a previous Tennant story, actually getting more time to be explored rather than just, you know, being used as a vessel for the Beast. It's
Yeah,
cool.
they were just possessed. They were Hawkeyed in Avengers.
Yeah,
That's
they
what
were.
that's what they were. That we didn't get to see their
were.
full potential.
I see what you did there. That was quite well done.
Thank you. Troy,
welcome.
something's wrong with the tier list.
What's wrong with it?
It seems that there's a Peter Capaldi episode in the list here. I don't know
Oh,
what's
that's
going on
crazy.
here.
Yeah, what's Peter Capaldi doing there?
It says Fires of Pompeii. I don't remember that Capaldi episode.
Can I... Oh, no, I shouldn't.
What?
I wanted to push for S for this one.
For Fires? I'm happy. Please, do tell.
I love... Like, this is the first proper 10th Doctor and Donna adventure, like, you know, after they've reunited, and I just love how in the deep end she's thrown. I love, like, the back and forth between them of, you know, were you sacrificing a town to save the planet, and the fact that he, you know, everywhere he goes, he makes things happen, like he says in Waters of Mars later. I love the idea that he ends up being the one to cause Pompeii because he has to stop the Paravals. Paraval's just an interesting one-off villain. You get some really good performances throughout, and Peter Capaldi is just lapping it up, but especially the final act, you know, of like, you know, not the whole town, just save someone. There's some really just amazing stuff there, and I think it's just a really strong episode. It's really strong.
What? Tell me why are the villains so compelling in this one?
I said quite compelling. I didn't say extremely.
They're the big like I don't really care, and like the soothsayers or whatever.
The soothsayers, yeah, whatever. But I quite liked. I like the visuals on the Paravals. They look quite cool. I like that it was of like a volcano-y monster built around the idea of like Vesuvius. They built something that fit well with the episode. I think that makes it better. Rather than just being some random alien that's like plotting under Vesuvius, they actually made it something that makes sense tonally with the location and the event. I think that was quite cool. I also really like what's his name who played. I can't remember. I can't remember. Oh, the guy who has the stone arm. He was in Whitechapel, but I didn't even watch Whitechapel. I just know that he was in that program, and I can't remember the actor's name.
I don't think I recognise the
Phil
the guy.
Davis, who played Lucius. That's it. I really liked him in this. He was quite a stern, kind of like interesting antagonist, and also showing his power of soothsaying through the something on your back. She is returning. Like there's some, like they already sow some seeds for future series 4.
I mean, series 4. Oh, yum 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 with cohesiveness.
Delicious.
Oh, jeez Louise. I love the common theme with the David Tennant's first era probably has some of the best consistent through lines each season, which makes the finales feel so good. Why we couldn't have that in later seasons, I'll never know.
Not enough episodes, mate.
Not enough episodes?
episodes.
No. You can have a good through line for 3 episodes.
But above all else, this episode wins because it proves Catherine Tate can act her ass off.
Yeah, this one, Catherine.
You want to go on a Catherine date?
Well, not anymore. Happily in a relationship. But what's it? Catherine Tate.
Yes.
Catherine Tate haters were put to silence on this episode because
They were left in a Catherine state.
God damn it!
Her performance, they
seven
gave it a
more
good
seasons.
Catherine rate.
Wow, this podcast renewed for 7 more seasons. Crazy, absolutely crazy.
I knew that would be the Catherine phase of this podcast.
All right, ease up, buddy. Ease up.
You just wants to Catherine mate. Sorry.
Not happening with me, sunshine. Fires of
Okay,
Pompeii.
let's have a pause for a minute. Just Catherine wait.
I can try. Stop.
It's just the Danny Pink thing all over again, man. Come on, let me have this.
Troy, this is too much for me. I've already got too much on my Catherine
It's so
plate.
easy. I can just tease you so easily with this Catherine bait.
Oh, it's too. We're on fire. We're on fire. Where are we putting this? Where are we putting
I
this?
think this episode, Catherine 8. It's again S tier.
I never want to hear another Catherine Tate pun ever again.
So proud of myself, and I know there's like 50% of people will be going, this is actually slightly chuckle-worthy. The other 50% are rolling their eyes going, how does this guy still go on this podcast? I don't know either, but thank you for watching. I love you lots.
Exist. Okay.
And S tier is now the first double road tier, ladies and gentlemen. There's a second row.
Whoa.
Crazy.
Look out. Look out. Oh
Look
my
out.
gosh. Okay,
Crispy?
Troy, yeah.
What next?
Oh man. Oh, okay. Gosh. My goodness gracious me. Absolutely mental. There are just so many calls for one particular episode.
I feel like I know which one it's going to be. Should we do it?
No. That's way later. Let's cut to
Okay.
one that's slightly sooner in the list.
Can I make a
Hello.
suggestion, Crispy? If it's the one I'm thinking,
Yeah.
can we do it in 30 minutes specifically?
Can we do it in 30 minutes specifically?
Well, right now in the UK it is 11:31 p.m.
No, it's not that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, which one's it for then?
Oh, you'll have to find out soon.
Oh, of course.
Here
of
we go.
course. Of course.
This one's from Robin. Hello.
The 10th Doctor's era was obviously brilliant. I don't want to say something expected, like the End of Time Part 2, because obviously that episode is amazing. I'm yet to watch it and not cry about regeneration, but I want to be different. So I'm going to say the Science and Library and Forest of the Dead two-parter. I think it's a perfect example of the Doctor being all doctory, while also trying to deal with the supposed loss of Donna and the mystery of River Song. I also think David's acting's at its best here, especially with the scenes where he gets his name whispered in his ear, River's death, which clearly affects him, and his conversation with Donna about not being all right, because we're not used to him talking about his feelings, and we finally get to see that here.
Well said.
Is it possible to just put both episodes in S and just use Robin's explanation to justify it, and us not even say anything else? Because I think she just summed it up perfectly.
I genuinely, it was. I think Robin wrote that. I appreciate a well thought out response. So thank you for that. I'm happy to do that.
Moffat doesn't miss. Everything's perfect, and you've nailed some of the points that I love the most about this episode. So yeah, put them both in S tier, fella. Let's just keep going. I'm fine with that.
Can we just chant Moff? Moff.
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 Moff. Oh, it's
Moff.
not letting me drag. Hang on. Moff. Moff.
Moff. Moff. Moff.
Moff.
Just can we
There
have
we
a
go.
moment for the audio listeners? Just I feel bad for the audio listeners because they don't see the image for Forest of the Dead. Can you please explain what the image for Forest of the Dead is on this tier list?
It's one of the craziest jump scares in all of Doctor Who. Where what's her name? What's her name?
Miss Evangelista.
Miss Evangelista. Where the Photoshop puppet warped her face. And it looks ridiculous.
They had 10 quid in the dream on the budget, and it worked.
But as a kid, scared the absolute bejesus out of me. Genuinely, I was like, oh, it was well done reveal.
And then as soon as you're someone who's used editing software, you go, wait, I know what they've done there.
Yeah, it looks
I've
like
said
a
this
Snapchat
already, but it's
filter.
literally it's just because I watched those YouTube poop videos of Sherlock where it's like the little edits and stuff, and the guy who does those does loads of like random edits to people's faces, and he does stuff like that. And at one point, I rewatched the episode and went, "This is just like one of those schlock videos," which sounds crazy out of context because they're called schlock. But like, yeah, but it's funny where you have that moment where you just suddenly rewatch it and go, they just did that in like some editing software. Honestly, fair play, it worked.
They do a lot of stuff in editing software for Doctor Who.
Crazy. But it works.
Crazy.
It works.
Crazy.
You know what's not crazy?
Yeah.
How much I love this series. Next up, let's look at some spuds, mate. Some nice King Edward spuds.
Yum yum. Chippies.
I love potatoes.
Crispy chippies.
Crispy chippies. Love some potatoes. Love me some Sontarans. Just unrelated.
Yeah, I've got to say Sontarans, because I always get in trouble for saying Zontarans.
Zontarans, yeah. Your
The
infamous
Zontaran
mispronunciation. The Zondarum stratagem.
Stratagem.
The poison sky.
The poison sky.
The
Are
Doctor's
you my
daughter.
mummy? This one's fine. I think Martha's wasted in these episodes, which is a shame.
Yeah, I mean, she gets Hawkeye in Avengers.
She
She's
does.
Jeremy Renner.
You don't do it. You don't waste Bill Bailey, and you don't Hawkeye someone from Avengers.
I actually think Freeman does a pretty good job as the clone Martha. I quite like what she's doing there. But the problem is, clone
the
Martha
performance is fine, but
she's
I just
quite kind of like wooden as a clone character. Freeman plays it well, but there's not much to do with that.
Yeah, she does way more in the next episode. But I like this is where the RTD vision comes into play, because I love the idea of seeing what has happened to Martha after series 3, being like, oh, she has the ability to call the Doctor back down to Earth for a problem, and then she sticks around for a couple episodes. That's so much fun. It feels like a real TV show.
And she's such a diva about it as well. Like the intro's just, it's Martha, and I'm bringing you back to Earth.
And I'm bringing you back to Earth.
Like I love it.
That's so dramatic. That's
so
dramatic.
Love
If we ever catch up again in like IRL, that's how I'm gonna call you up. Troy Red Archer Live. Meet me at the pierhead because I'm bringing you back to Earth.
Hey!
And then pause for intro.
On Earth.
Pause for intro. No, I'm bringing you back to it, man.
But
back to
where would I
reality.
be at that point if I wasn't on Earth?
I don't know, man.
My brain's on another planet a lot of the time, in fairness, so I'll give you that.
Yeah. I don't love this story, to be honest.
I like it.
For me,
but I
it's
like most
probably the
things when it
weakling.
comes to this era. So you where would you put it and why? And then I'll try and fight
You're
you
gonna
for
hate
going
me,
too
Troy.
harsh.
You're gonna hate me.
Don't you say.
No, don't be
Okay.
ridiculous. Don't be so silly.
I'd love it if you went, don't be ridiculous, it's D.
Yeah,
That would have been so
straight
funny.
to D. I'm thinking just like mid B for me. This is just like stock standard.
It's one of my most memorable cliffhangers. I remember being like the most tense about
What?
Wilf being trapped in the car. Which in hindsight, just
the
take an axe
Atmos.
to the window. Like, just get him out of there. But that was one cliffhanger I really remember being like, I could not wait till next week as a kid. Like, I remember that vividly.
Oh, you see, this is where I wish I watched this live.
No,
Because I would have had such a fun time with this series.
There are some great moments. I love the first introduction between the 10th Doctor and General Stahl. You know, Stahl the Undefeated. Oh, that's a terrible name. What happens if you do get defeated? Stahl the Not Quite So Undefeated, Nevermore But Never Mind.
Yeah.
I hate that I can
Fun.
quote things so effectively from this show. Like, it just... They're, like, if you were to analyse my brain, there'd probably be like a 15% space that's just Doctor Who quotes I can do perfectly.
Yeah, that's why I need to bring you back down to Earth.
Fair enough.
So what, do you want to push for this one? Or are you happy with a
I've pushed
Christie
for
ranking?
things to go quite high a lot at the minute. I'll allow a B. I'm alright with that. For both parts next to each other, I think they're consistent.
Yeah, I think it is a consistent,
Yeah,
fine
I
episode.
think probably people argue that I've heard arguments that especially second half's not as good. I think there's some really good consistency there and some good different bits going on, and it feels like it should be a two-parter.
It's a very purple episode. It's very purple. To
Do
me.
you not like the color purple?
No, I do.
Okay.
It's just very purple.
Okay, fair enough.
Docky's daughter. Hello.
Every time I think of this episode, I think middle of the road B, and then I watch it, and I'm like, that's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Wow. You and I have the exact same thought pattern. Because I
Really?
remember being like, oh yeah, it's fine. But there's some good stuff in there.
Georgia Moffat, now Georgia Tennant. Fantastic performance. The ending section with her dying and like the Doctor's reaction to that, I think is just really well done with the music and the tension there. Like you actually think for a minute he might actually shoot the guy. Like you wonder if he might. I find it incredibly funny that the kind of the plot device of this episode is just called The Source.
The Source.
We've
He's
definitely
got the
said this in the
sauce.
podcast before, but it's like a YouTubey poop thing where people like take people saying sorry and then like just make them go source. So it just sounds something out of a YouTube video. He's like constantly like the source.
Gosh.
That's just my brain rot. That's brain rot happening there.
That's
So, like, I remember
insane.
someone picking that up in a YouTube video and saying it sounds like a YouTube poop. I can't get that out of my head.
That's like this. You've mentioned YouTube poops twice this episode.
It's crazy. It's
on
crazy.
separate occasions.
Yeah. Listen, mate. This is what you get when you talk to me. But just like generally, I mean, even if you're thinking of it like sauce, like food sauce, it's just a really. I know it's meant to be sauce like SOURCE. I get that.
Yes.
But it's constantly going, this is the sauce. I'm just like, okay, cool, sure.
He's got the sauce.
He's got the sauce.
Martha's got the sauce in this episode. I like what she does. I can't really remember what Donna does. She like cracks the code
She cracks the code about the countdown, which I think is quite cool.
Sure. Yeah, I mean it's fun. I think George is a real highlight here, and the Doctor trying to kind of like understand like being a father really quickly. Again, I don't know. It's a really weird concept, but I think it works.
This is the only other episode written by Stephen Greenhorn as well, who did Lazarus Experiment.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I believe. Once again, like with the Chris Ferguson one, I'm going to double check that, but I feel very confident in that.
Where do you want to put it?
I don't know. We're
in trouble here. We're in trouble.
Yeah, he just wrote Lazarus Experiment, Doctor's Daughter. The picture for him on the TARDIS wiki is just him having this massive grin. It's just like very uncanny. He's just like this. He was really proud of his work, and I don't blame him.
Him when he gets the sores.
It's not as good as Lazarus Experiment.
Wow.
So if it's in A, it's low A.
I don't know if it's in A, man.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm
Might be King of the Bees.
I think King of the Bees. I'll back King of the Bees.
King of the Bees.
Even though the next episode is the Queen of the Bees, Unicorn and the Wasp, mate.
Oh, an excellent segue. This
Thank you.
one I love so much.
Okay.
This one is a nostalgia play for me, absolutely. Because growing up, I've told this like a million times on the podcast, but I used to watch so much Midsummer Murders and Poirot and any like Agatha Christie. I can't remember what her name is.
Agatha Christie.
No, not Agatha Christie.
Oh, Poirot.
Miss Marple.
Miss Marple. Yeah.
Yeah, like all of those, typical British crime shows. Me and my family used to love them. We used to set up on our Telstra T-Box, we used to set up like a series record for all of these. So we had an abundance of these episodes because they live on reruns. And so when Doctor Who did a Agatha Christie murder mystery with Agatha Christie, it blew my mind. I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. Is it the best episode? Gosh, no. Far from it. There's a massive Wasp, but I think it's fun. I love a whodunit. Doctor Who needs to do more whodunits. What?
I back it. Did you ever watch Law and Order UK? I've just got to know that.
No.
Oh, mate, that was Bradley Walsh. That's
Bradders? That's
he was
our boy
the lead
Bradders?
in that, yeah. And Freeman was in it for a bit, and so was Peter Davison.
Wow, it's basically Doctor Who.
That show was so good.
No, I love the small town murders. I really like the small, like, why would you move here because there's like 3 murders a week town shows. Like those are the shows that I adore.
Or Taggart, the one David Tennant famously complained about never getting a role on.
Taggart?
Yeah, that was like a big Scottish murder mystery thing, and I think he was on Top Gear or something. He was like, he's auditioned for Taggart like 5, 6, 7, 8 times when it was a show, like it was still going. And he was like, I keep getting turned down, but there's people who've played like 3 different murderers. Like he's like proper complaining about it, which I love.
That's so funny.
But yeah, I really like this episode too. This is one I feel like gets a bit more flack out of Series 4. People talk about best episodes and weakest. People dunk on this one a lot, but I think it's really quite good too. I like it.
I mean, it definitely, like, it feels tonally different to the rest of the series. It makes itself look like an outlier. But in this one, like, Catherine and David are having so much fun.
Yes.
They're having like an absolute blast. And it's got Rogue One's own, what's her name? Felicity Jones.
Yeah.
I remember seeing her in this and then watching Rogue One and being like, that's the girl from Unicorn and the Wasp. Yeah. So I mean, I love this, but I understand it's not an S. It probably isn't an A. I will give it a generous B as well.
Listen, mate, if this is your nostalgia play and you want to push for an A, if your heart is saying A, you put it in A.
People, people are gonna rage. People are gonna rage in the comments.
Okay, but have you considered this is our podcast? And if they don't like it, they can unsubscribe. But you shouldn't. You should stay subscribed and keep watching. We love you loads.
Don't say that.
No, don't unsubscribe. I'm giving you the illusion of free choice. Is that that one meme where it's like the 2 doors, but they both go down to the same place as the illusion of free will?
It's
that. I'm calling their bluff. I'm saying unsubscribe if you disagree, but they're not going to do that because they love us too much.
People are gonna be unsubbing for days now.
No, they're not. They love this podcast and they love us, and we love you. It's a mutual transaction here. Okay.
Please subscribe. Thank you.
So keep those fingers away from the unsubscribe button.
We need subscribers.
We need you to sub. Okay, let's move on.
Let's
Crispy,
move on. Yeah.
Leave the next episode for another 16 minutes. We're doing this for a joke. It's not going to make any sense considering this goes up at 6 a.m. UK time. But screw it, we're making it happen.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool.
Can we please pretend we're in a car right now?
Yeah. Skirt.
At the next junction, turn left.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Have we got any callers talking about turn left?
We're talking about the next Doctor.
Oh, no, not yet, not yet.
Yeah, I'm sure we do. It's all kind of
There's
clustered.
got to be someone.
Clustered together.
Someone did already say it, which was
Someone's
GDS
already
Studios.
said
We've already heard from them.
I don't know if we actually have a separate one for just this. But I'm happy to just talk about it.
Okay, so how long does it take for us to debate why this one goes in S tier?
Not long. I remember watching this episode, and it felt so surreal to me. I think this is probably one of the most anxiety-inducing episodes of Doctor Who ever, just because it felt so weird. It's the timeline where everything goes wrong. This is the one where this is the play that goes wrong.
I was gonna make that same joke. Damn it!
Good play. Have you seen it?
Haven't seen it, but I know.
I really enjoyed it.
What's his name? The guy who plays Clyde in Sarah Jane Adventures was in it for a bit, and that made me kind of go, "Oh, I want to watch this." Yeah, and I never ended up catching him and run for it.
I watched it. I wonder if he was in it, and I just didn't realize. Because
I feel like you would. Your Doctor Who sense. You'd be like,
I was sat in the furthest seat from the stage. We got last minute tickets.
Was it in London?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow. It might have been him actually.
Back in 2023. But anyway, Turn Left is just a harrowing story, and it feels very different for Doctor Who to be that dark. But oh boy, is this one of the best examples of what a penultimate finale episode should be? Like,
is this episode good or what?
Okay.
I love how well it seeds all the different occurrences together of things that could have ended the world but didn't, and like different people having to step up to fill the gaps. I love that it's the first hint of like what's about to come in Stolen Earth and Journey's End, of like Torchwood, Sarah Jane Adventures, them all colliding together. You start to get those references, and probably at the time, I mean, I don't know how well known it was at the time that like they were going to be in the next few episodes. I'm not sure I knew as a kid. I don't think I did, or maybe there were some posters and I knew. I couldn't tell you. I should have to ask my mum at some point, but you have to think, at least people who are watching the show back or know of those things, or are like just watching it blind, seeing mentions of Sarah Jane and Torchwood, you're like, wow, that's a cool little Easter egg. But I never expected anything like that. And then next episode, the intro, David Tennant, Catherine Tate, Billy Piper, John Barrowman, Liz Slater, like, it's crazy.
It's the coolest damn thing ever.
Yeah. But I just think it's handled really well. I think obviously you kind of have to suspend disbelief a little bit, because there are some things where you think, this probably should have ended the world. The one I've said on this podcast numerous times, the Titanic, that was supposed to destroy the entire planet. That was the whole point. It doesn't. It just destroys the south of England. Like, for the sake of the story, I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm alright. Maybe the calculations are wrong. Maybe Max Capricorn didn't calculate it right and it didn't destroy the whole planet. Who knows? You don't know.
Yeah, true.
But there's some great writing in it. Bernard Cribbins gives a great performance, especially the It's Happening Again. Like, come on.
Oh god. S
tier. Just put in an S tier, mate. What are we even doing?
What are we doing? What are we even talking about?
Turn left into S tier.
Where do I put it? Here?
I think better than Impossible Planet and Satan Pit.
Not as good as Blink?
I would personally... Part of me wants to say better than Blink, but that's because, as I said, I love Blink. I don't rate it quite at the top as everyone else does, but I feel like if we do that, we will get right. So I think put it below Blink.
I can't do it.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
Wow, okay. What a list. What a time. Should we talk about the finale?
Let's talk about the finale. Did anyone else call in to talk about the finale? Someone must have done.
I'm sure someone's talked about the finale.
Let's see.
It's the biggest finale in all of Doctor Who ever.
I'm seeing quite a few about Midnight, and quite a few about another episode we haven't talked about. I'm not seeing anyone talking about the finale.
I don't know if anyone did, to be honest.
Guys.
Come on. That's all right.
It is all right. We love you dearly, as we say. But guys, what the frick?
Come on.
Disgraceful.
Stolen Earth, Journey's End. Aye.
Quite literally, the peak of Doctor Who.
and yeah.
Even if it's like, I know I said I prefer like, World Nothing Time, Doctor Falls, 11th Hour, Big Bang. There's some episodes you could rank above it. Like, again, this is slightly nostalgic, but as someone growing up watching Doctor Who in the UK, when this was at the peak of its popularity, it didn't get any better than these 2 episodes. I honestly firmly believe. The culmination of all of the shows coming together for the big finale story, the last main series finale of David Tennant, it's fantastically written right the way through. The Daleks are really good. Davros brought back, and I think really, like, a really good performance. Like, just
fantastic.
Objectively. I also think, there's always going to be a bit of difficulty in bringing back Billie Piper when her ending was so definitive, and so, like, this is it, she can't come back. But I think what they do with her and how they wrap her up is actually not too bad. I know the Meta-Crisis Doctor gets a bit of, like, you've done this just so she can be sent off to the parallel world again, but I think it plays nicely enough into the story. It's a good culmination of Donna's plot. I quite like that she gets to become the Dr. Donna and, like, how that works. I don't hate that. I think that's perfectly fine.
And that never gets addressed later. And fixed very quickly.
Never gets addressed. Never, ever, ever. I feel like thoughts on this episode are quite binary.
Yeah, I mean, this is just sheer spectacle. This is the Avengers Endgame of Doctor Who. And
before Avengers was even doing Avengers.
I really doubt we will see a story like this for quite some time.
I don't think we ever will again. Not to this caliber.
It would purely just have to be... If Russell stuck around for 2 more series, which we're not sure, we'll see, then I could see something like that happening again.
But also, part of it was built on spin-offs. This Whoniverse was meant to have multiple spin-offs.
Yeah, and I reckon there was a plan too.
Maybe.
But it's just not the way. It's just not the way
all right,
these
Mandalorian.
Days. This was... maybe it was just lightning in a bottle, and this was the one time that they could use it. But my goodness, what a crazy and just rewarding 2-parter. I think it's very, very good. What I was thinking is, how well received all of these finales have been, and then RTD2. There's a common complaint that the finales are never as good. I think that people would really have a problem with how the Doctor kind of like drags Earth at the end. I feel like people would be like, oh, that's cringe, that's so silly. And then I feel like for the series 3 finale, when he like turns into Jesus, I feel like that people, if that was like the people would be like, oh my gosh, woke. Anyway, I was just thinking like how different it was back then.
Oh my god, yeah, imagine, blimey.
I was just thinking
there's definitely an angle that like the community being more online means the hate is more strong, and I feel like Last of Time Lords was not like, I feel like maybe at the time I didn't realise, but maybe not the most loved response from the kind of space god David Tennant thing. Yeah. But like if that had come out today, the hate would have been so much stronger, easily. Oh. Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. Where are we chucking this?
S tier, both of them.
Both of them? Where?
Sorry, they just like we cannot talk about the spectacle of this and how amazing it is that these episodes exist. Yeah. Without them being in S tier. You can say low S tier, sure, fine, whatever, but they have to be S tier.
That's fine with me. That's fine with me.
Crazy. This tier list is so top heavy.
Hey, Fear Her is still very much by themselves. New Earth and Shakespeare Code and C tier are also just kind of having a long date. They're very lonely out there.
Poor guys.
Poor dudes.
All right. Well, now we have one episode that we're waiting another 7 minutes to cover, and
that's fine with me.
This joke is not worth it.
It is worth it.
Oh, thank you. The next Doctor, David Morrissey. I loved his run as Doctor Who, didn't you?
I'm really not a fan of this episode, to be honest. Never liked it.
David Morrissey, man. I think David Morrissey's fantastic. So
David
maybe
Morrissey is
here.
A cool dude, and you are biased because you've met him, and said he was cool in Doctor Who, and he doesn't get that very often. So you're a cool dude. You're a cool dude for saying that.
Bro sounds a little bit annoyed.
I want to meet him.
You never know. He might do an Aussie con.
No one ever comes out to Australia. Although I am seeing Carol Ann Ford later this year, so that's exciting.
Judy did.
Yeah, and we had a great time. We had a fantastic time. Did I get an interview? No, I didn't. But that's okay.
That's okay.
The next Doctor. I mean, it's clickbait. I've said that a million times. It's a clickbait episode. Got so many people thinking, "Yep, this is it. We're gonna get our new Doctor." And I don't think like the Cybermen are strange in it. Very strange. The Cyber Leader. The most interesting part of this is someone else believing they're the Doctor. I think that's a fun thing to play on, and they do it quite well, being like, "Oh, this is my TARDIS," and it's like a air balloon, and he's got a sonic screwdriver. I can't remember what it stood for in the episode.
Tethered aerial release, developed in style.
This is so dumb.
I love it. I feel like it's very much it's a Marmite episode. You either really like this one or you don't like it at all. It's
fine for Christmas, like Christmas specials, like. When they're not like sensational, they can get a pass because it's like, yeah, it's Christmas.
Yeah.
I want to chuck this in C. To be honest.
No.
Or D for David Morrissey.
No, I'll take B. I will take B. But C, you're telling me this is the same level as New Earth and the Shakespeare Code?
For my enjoyment, yeah. I don't think I'm alone in that either. I don't think I'm alone in that. I think the people in the comments are agreeing right now. I don't think the next Doctor's that good. But we'll chuck it at the lowest of Bs. I will chuck it in the lowest of Bs for you,
Just do what you need to do, Crispy, and I'm not looking. I'm not being a part of this.
All right, let's move on.
It's not going in D tier. It's not going in D.
Oh.
In fact, maybe you should put it in C, because look how messed up the tier list is now. I'm barely going to get this on the screen. Leave it where it is now. I'll have to make it work. Oh, okay. No, I got you to put it in B. Okay, all right, fine. Leave it in C.
Oh, no.
Planet of the Dead can join it.
Yeah, I was going to say Planet of the Dead. It's not great. Oh, however, congratulations. Congratulations. Doctor Who is now in HD. Wow,
yeah, huge.
We got there.
But that's the only redeeming thing about this episode. No. It's a decent episode, but it's just not anything to write home about at all. It's very much New Earth Shakespeare Code level. Like that one, I back that being C tier for sure.
My favourite thing about this episode was the press release that they released before this. Do you remember? I think I told you about this.
I think you might have done, and I might have
forgotten. Where they
were
talking about those fly monsters being like, Doctor Who now has a new, iconic, scary monster to join the Daleks, Cybermen, and the Weeping Angels, and it's this. And like that had to have been... Was it like a... I wonder if that was released on April 1st, because this is an Easter special, so it would have been around that time. It might have been,
because they got eaten out. Hang on a minute. They got devoured by those stingray monsters like nobody's business.
Yeah.
Easily, like it wasn't a problem. And so if they're meant to be scary monsters, that's not a good way to sell them.
The companion's fine, wasn't it? Lady Cassandra? Is that her? Who?
No, not Lady Cassandra.
What is her name? I always forget her name. I keep on saying Lady Cassandra. Christina D'Souza. You see where I was going with that.
I can see where you were going with that. But she's not Zoe Wanamaker.
Malcolm's fun in it. I love the idea of just a random wormhole. I think that's fun. And how they had to write in the double-decker bus getting damaged because they shipped it to Dubai. And they're like, oh, when a double-decker bus goes through a wormhole, sure, it gets damaged, I guess. That's a fun behind-the-scenes story.
Yeah, it got damaged that badly, though. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty messed up. But they made it work. I think the location filming is fantastic. Like it looks it does look like a very nice episode of Doctor Who. But plot wise, you can take it or leave it.
I agree.
Cool. All right.
Crispy, have you got a caller appropriate to the next episode we're going to talk about? Because the time is ticking and it's almost in place.
Oh my gosh. No, we might need to just listen to the other one. Talk about the other episode, the one you want to talk about in a minute's time, because I have oh yeah, okay. Oh god,
put a call on relative to that because we've got 50 seconds. So pick a quick 30-second call and it'd be perfect timing.
Here we go, Mr. Scarlo. Hello.
The 10th Doctor. He has loads of episodes. He has great episodes. He has good episodes. He has bad ones. He has animated ones. But out of all of them in his run, my favorite has to be Midnight. The psychological horror is so good. You've got an amazing, great cast, including one of Patrick Troughton's sons, who plays Professor Hobbs. You've got Colin Morgan as Jeppo, and you've got Leslie Shaw as Sky Silvestri. This is just peak Doctor Who. It's the best episode ever, IMO. It's just so dark, and it's so good.
Yeah.
I agree.
And what's the time,
3,
Troy?
2, 1. It is midnight on the 26th of August, 2025.
Oh my goodness gracious me.
And to mark it, put Midnight in S tier, baby.
It's put it in S tier, baby.
It gets S tier just alone for Colin Morgan's one line where he's like, "We broken down
one line.
in the middle of nowhere."
In the middle of nowhere.
I love the way he says that.
I love the way he says that.
The tension is phenomenal. It's
the tension is
one
phenomenal.
of the best written episodes.
It's one of the best written episodes.
Oh, I see what you're doing, you cheeky devil. I see what you're doing. I thought you were just copying the quote, and then when you kept doing it, I was like, wait, what's it? Oh. You silly goose. You silly goose.
Is it the best of the entire Tennant run, though, is the question?
I'd put it up near Girl in the Fireplace. I think it's one of the best. Do you not think that?
Yeah, I think that.
Okay, put it up then, mate.
Brooke
just wants to be contrarian for the fun of it.
Yeah.
I respect it. I respect it.
It's dark. It's a lot. And, Russell T. Davis was written into a corner being like, I need a script, stat, and then just, diamonds are made under pressure, and diamonds are on this planet.
It's crazy how he and Chris Chibnall both had that same thing happen, making an episode under pressure on a tight budget and delivering phenomenal episodes out of it.
True. I would argue that Midnight is a million times better, but
Than Eve the Daleks? Yeah. No, Eve the Daleks is amazing, but yeah, Midnight clears, obviously.
Eve the Daleks is one of the most fun episodes of Doctor Who ever.
That's going to be an S tier when we get to Jodie. Let's be real here.
Oh no, I've moved the thing. Sorry. But yeah.
You silly goose.
Sorry, I think it's back. It's back to where it was.
It is back where it was, but it's going to look strange for a minute there on the video version. They'll never forgive you for that, Crispy.
They'll never forgive us, please.
They'll never forgive you.
Please, stay.
Most people will probably have run it back because they wouldn't have noticed it the split second you did it. They'll notice it more now because we mentioned it.
Yeah,
okay.
phenomenal story, and David really gave it everything. Phenomenal.
Sorry, it just sounded like you said it perfectly. Crispy, I know we have callers for the next episode. Can you lay one on me?
Yeah, okay, let's go. Here we go. We got one for this. Here we go. Hello, Time Lord Victorious.
What is up, Troy and Crispy? This is Micah from Alabama, and I think the best 10th Doctor episode is The Waters of Mars. Now, I say that because the 10th Doctor really shines in this episode because we get to see him on his own. He's just erased Donna's memory, and now he is basically roaming the universe, and he happens on Bowie Base 1 where the flood goes down, and we get to see him cold. We get to see him go into sort of a way that we haven't seen him before, where he becomes the Time Lord Victorious and tries to rewrite the laws of time himself and declares himself the winner.
Yeah, it's dark. It's very, very dark. Here we have Resurrection of the Reese.
Without a doubt.
Another?
10's best episode. It has to be Waters of Mars. I mean, it's perfect. I mean, I didn't watch it for quite a long time because the flood admittedly terrified me as a kid. And I feel like that's what Doctor Who needs. I mean, also shout out to Human Nature Family Blood. That is very good as well. Yeah, goodbye.
And here we have Tori Jerry.
Hello. I think the best episode for the Doctor specifically, for his characterization, I'd say is Waters of Mars, because one, it's a great episode. Two, I think it's a really good character study on the Doctor and how he sees the world and how he has to navigate through time and the inner turmoil of it, and then going too far. And I think it's such a good episode to explain why the Doctor is the way he is.
Yeah, thank you. And here we have Vincent.
Dude.
The best 10th Doctor episode is The Day of the Doctor. So actually the best episode is, I think, Waters of Mars.
So yeah, a lot of people like this episode, okay?
Okay, I'll give you that. That's a lot of callers we just had. That's crazy. Thank you everyone for calling in. We appreciate and love you very much. Please do it again for Mr. Smith.
A lot of them were Waters of Mars.
Yeah, honestly understandable. Crispy, do we even need to debate this one, or is it just going straight in S tier?
It will be an S. But I'm struggling where... I mean, the reasons being Gadget, of course.
Or okay, yeah, sure.
What else is good in this episode? No, it's one of the
What's
darkest
gonna save
endings.
you, Captain Adelaide Brooke?
What? Yeah. I mean, the monster is terrifying as well. But one of the weirdest, like, practical looking monsters ever.
Lindsay Duncan, a really phenomenal supporting companion as a one-off story.
Yeah. I mean, it's got so much going for it. And David is just sensational in it.
But yeah, that scene I just mentioned there, the scene of him on the intercom while she's talking to him as everything's going wrong,
Yeah.
like explaining her fate. Sometimes I can help, sometimes I can save someone or anyone, but not you. And it's like that. It's that last bit where she's like, you know, he's like, how are you gonna get? Like, I'm not dying here. Well, who's gonna save you, Captain Adelaide Brooke? It's just like, just peak writing, absolute peak. Okay, I'm gonna suggest. Why are you moving School Reunion?
Ah.
My dude, what
Where
have you
was
done?
it? Where was it?
It was underneath Gridlock, I think.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
I didn't mean
think
to
it
do
was
that
there.
at all. Where's Waters? I've lost Water. I've accidentally put
It's
it
in B. That's what's happened, right? Okay,
Oh,
okay.
crikey. Scared the
I would
Jesus
put
out
it
of me.
right up with Human Nature and Family of Blood, right at the top of S.
Oh my gosh.
Would you put it at the very, very top? I think, you know what, maybe we should let the callers control this and have Waters of Mars at the top. From the resounding support that one got,
True.
I'm willing to back it.
True.
There you go.
Sold.
Powers to the people, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, Crispy, it's gone midnight here. My mum's asleep next door. It's the chill hours. I should be in my
It's now
PJs, it
chill
should be a pajama
hours.
party, but instead it's the Dexter Morgan t-shirt I've worn for the last few episodes that, funny enough, I get so many comments on this t-shirt specifically every time I wear it. It's so weird.
Why?
But I love it. I don't know, maybe people just really love Dexter in the UK. I mean, it's a great show. I'm slowly making my way through it. It's peak. You ever seen it?
My girlfriend has, and she absolutely hated it. so there you go.
Yeah, well, she didn't like Space Babies either. I love your girlfriend. She's a very lovely person, but her taste in TV perhaps not so good. Anyway.
She's most certainly right about Space Babies. End of Time,
not.
parts 1 and 2. End of Time, parts 1 and 2.
Okay.
Devastating story.
I already have placements for both of these.
Okay, all right. I'm all ears.
I want to ask you, where would you put them? Like, lead. Let's see if we match up.
I always felt a weird disconnect to these episodes, and maybe that is because David's quite depressed throughout all of it, and it's just. But I mean, having Wilf as the companion for this story, I think is brilliant and incredible, and I think the Doctor and Wilf have fantastic chemistry, and there's a real love and care there that I think makes the story work. The twist of the four knocks being Wilf is probably one of the best moments in all of Doctor Who for me.
Yeah.
That was jaw to the ground watching that. And this was like maybe the third episode I watched, so maybe that's why I felt a bit weird watching this story. But I mean, yeah, like the culmination of this entire era is still the Stolen Earth Journey's End. This, I feel like, is kind of a fitting end to David's Doctor. David's Doctor was always a bit more vain, which is why we get the line, I don't want to go, because I think the Doctor, as a Time Lord, genuinely enjoyed being this incarnation. I think David Tennant obviously wasn't ready to let go of this role either, but it had to be done. So I think it works on a lot of levels. I always thought that the transformation effect from when the Master takes over the world and everyone's like shaking their head, I always thought that was really goofy.
I love it. It is goofy, but I love it.
But yeah, I mean, it is objectively a good story, a very, very good story, and a fitting end to David Tennant. But I don't know. I have no idea where I'd rank it, to be honest.
I mean, he did infamously say, you saying, David Tennant didn't want to go. He said when he announced he was quitting on the National Television Awards, like a Chad, he was like, I love this role, but if I don't take a deep breath and bow out now, you'll be wheeling me out of my bath chair. Which I think perfectly summed it up. But yeah, I mean, as I joked earlier, David Tennant's Doctor, very, very depressed in this episode, but incredibly relatable. I, too, meet up in cafes with my dear friends and just say, I'm going to die. I do that all the time. No. Okay. I really like part 1. I think part 1's got some really strong stuff to it, but if I look at it as an objective episode, it's maybe not on the same level as some of the best episodes of this run.
Okay.
So for me, part 1 goes high A tier. Part 2, though, just for how well it wraps up the entire era, I think for how good a send-off it is to David Tennant's Doctor, and also RTD1 as a whole, that one squeaks into S tier. Why are you putting it in D?
Oh, sorry.
I think part 2 S tier, part 1 A tier. That's where my head's at.
I can live with that. I can live with that.
And that is the end of our time on this podcast. No, for this episode, sorry, not on the podcast overall. Hang on, wait.
What? Huh? Part 2 is kind of like the original envisioned for what the Christmas special was going to be, because there was, in the writer's tale, the initial pitch was just the Doctor stranded on a spaceship with some strangers, which is kind of what happens for the part 2 when, like Wilf, one of your favourite scenes in all of Doctor Who. Yeah.
Oh, and that scene
where Wilf is saying you're what does he say? You're one of the best people I've ever known.
You're the most wonderful man, and I don't want you to die. But also, like, I'd be proud if you were my dad. Oh,
beautiful! It's beautiful.
You could
stuff.
honestly, you could catch me on a random day and say, "Do you think Bernard Cribbins and David Tennant was the best combo in David Tennant's run?" And I honestly could be like, "Yeah."
I wouldn't argue with that.
They have so little compared to every other companion, but what they have is such absolute gold.
Yeah.
That I just wish we got more. But, maybe we should be happy that we got what we got,
We should be happy that we got what we got. And I've got about 4 minutes before I need to leave for work.
And I'm really sleepy, so I'm going to go to bed. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to this episode of Who's There, Doctor Who podcast. To finish off our tier list, we have, Crispy, ready for this?
Yeah.
20
18
episodes in S tier. We have 11 in A tier. 11 in B tier, 4 in C tier, and 1 in Fear Her tier.
Yeah, that's right.
Sounds about right to me. Thank you very much for all taking part. Thank you for the flurry of calls that we had, genuinely. There were plenty more we didn't even get to, but most people said multiple episodes. That's why Chris beeped through so many info Waters of Mars there. We look forward to getting your calls from Matt Smith. As I said, check the speak pipe limp, see what the current thing is. If it's the overall era, send it in. If it's a specific series, same thing. But we're going to personally have a couple of breaks, but you won't notice a difference. We'll be back next week, and we'll be diving into the Matt Smith era, where we'll be discussing Series 5.
Unless something crazy happens in the next 3 weeks. Unless there's some crazy news.
Yeah, I mean, as we've kind of not really talked about, the biggest news has been that the War Between the Land and the Sea got delayed till 2026, but that's not really surprising, because they need to pad up the gap. I'm fine with that.
I don't know if we can have a whole episode about that.
No. The War Between the podcast and the plan.
That's right.
Crispy, your closing comment?
Oh, David's good, hey.
I'm going to bed, Crispy's going to work. Thank you for watching. Until next time, it is goodbye from Crispy.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye. I actually said goodbye this time. Normally I just say goodbye from me and don't say it. There you go. Cinema. Thank you all for watching. See you all next week. And very quietly, because it is 12:13 a.m. Alonzi, baby. Alonzi, baby! That was too loud. Bye.